Good morning. I'm Reddy TGT Social Science, working in Venkat International Public School. I teach 9th and 10th Social Science. Today, I'm going to discuss about the location, size and shape of India. Since it is the first lesson, we have to discuss the size, location and the shape of India. Location is very important for any country because it determines the climate condition, natural vegetation, transport and communication of any place, and above all the time calculation is also. So according to longitude, India is located 68 degrees east to 97 degrees east. It means India is coming under eastern hemisphere. At the same time, if you see latitudinal extension, India is located 8 degrees north to 37 degrees north. It shows that India is coming under northern hemisphere. It starts with northern hemisphere, ends with northern hemisphere. So this location gives exact condition of India related to climate, related to natural vegetation, related to transport and communication. The location is very important for any country. Now let us see latitudinal extension from 8 degrees to 37 degrees north. The Tropic of Cancer divides India almost to equal parts. It runs almost center of India, divides the climatic condition, that is a tropical and subtropical regions. When you go from Kerala to Kanyakumari, say Jammu Kashmir, you find that daytime will be increasing from 12 hours daytime in Kerala to 17 hours daytime in Jammu Kashmir. It shows that length of the day increases in summer season. At the same time, if you see in winter season, length of the night increases. So duration of day and night also varies from Kerala to Kashmir. That is the reason why we find the climatic condition also varies. If you see longitudinal extension, starts with 68 degrees east to 97 degrees east. Almost 30 degrees difference is there. It shows 2 hours difference of the time calculation. If you find sunrise already in 6 o'clock in Arunachal, still it is night in Gujarat. Many times we feel confusion that is whether to follow Arunachal Pradesh time or Gujarat time. That's why India decided in 1884, along with other countries, Indian Standard Time is fixed on 82.5 degrees east line, which divides almost India into 2 equal parts. It runs Varanasi, Allahabad, you find South Kakinada. Almost it divides India into 2 equal parts. So that is the reason why we find it is called as IST, Indian Standard Time. So we find Indian Standard Time is reference to the other GMT almost 5.5 hours. We find the difference of time. So many times we find the daytime will be going on increasing towards east. When you go towards west, it will be decreasing because time will be ahead in the eastern part, behind in the western part. That is how number of calculations also we can find on the basis of, say, longitudinal extension. So when you see the difference between longitude is almost 4 minutes, difference will be there. So all the longitudes are almost having equal space at the equator, that is 111 kilometers. Whereas the latitudes, it is also 111 kilometers for all the latitudes irrespective of equator or north pole. Whereas in longitudes, the maximum distance we find at the equator is, we find 111 kilometers. When you go towards north or south, almost they merge. So that is why the distance between the longitude will be going on decreasing towards north as well as south. So longitudes are helpful for us to find the time. Latitudes are helpful for us to know the climatic condition. This is the importance of latitude as well as longitude. Let us go the location of India related to other countries. We have 7 important countries which have boundary with us. If we start with from northwestern part, we find Pakistan, Afghanistan, China, Nepal, Bhutan, Bangladesh, and part of Burma. So these countries will have the boundary with us. Among all these countries, India has boundary. Whereas Maldives or Sri Lanka, they have been separated by the water that is called as Park Strait. So this Park Strait channel divides or separates from Sri Lanka, Maldives from India. So that's why, though they are neighbors, they do not have any boundary with us. So maximum boundary length you find with Bangladesh comparing with other remaining 6 countries. So in this way, we find that is we have administrative units, 28 administrative units, we call it as states, and 7 union territories. Earlier it was, now it is 9 union territories including Ladakh and Jammu Kashmir. So 9 union territories are under the control of central government. Remaining all the states, they have their own assemblies. They are called as state governments. So all the state government, we find that is individually they manage themselves. But since India is divided into states and union territories, they are all under the control of central government, because as you see, the federalism in India practices central government will have more power than the state governments. So state governments are subordinate to the central governments. So all these states, their capitals, we should know where they are actually located. These are all things we can practice in the map. Using the map administrative units, we can locate, so that we will come to know all the states and union territories. Among the states in area, we find Rajasthan is the largest and Goa will be the smallest. So in this regard, area can be found out. We find that is area decides not only the population distribution but also other resources. We find that Rajasthan is the largest after, say, dividing Madhya Pradesh. Earlier Madhya Pradesh was the largest state. Since the largest state is Rajasthan, so far we are calling, it has only 1/4 of the state is resourceful, remaining all is covered with sand. So that's why we find, though Rajasthan is the largest in area, maximum population is concentrating towards the eastern part, because the other western part is completely Thar desert is located. At the same time, we find in Gujarat, maximum part is coming under semi-desert, Run of Kutch. So that is why we find, though these states are bigger, but they do not have resources maximum. Except in case of solar energy in Rajasthan, other water deficiency is also there. So when you see that, we find that is length of the coast, we find 7,516 kilometers. We find from Gujarat to West Bengal, including the 2 islands, we call it as Lakshadweep as well as Andaman Nicobar Islands. So this much coastline we have. So we find India having the largest coastline with Indian Ocean. That is why there is no other country except India where the ocean is named after a country, Indian Ocean. So only we call it as India has got its importance. So we have around 6,100 apart from Lakshadweep and say Andaman Nicobar Islands, we have the coastline. So having coastline is more advantageous. We find there are 12 major ports, 120 minor ports is also located. Through this, people used to have the trade connections with Southeast Asia, Middle East countries, even Australia, Western countries. We had trade relations. That's why people come to know India is influenced by monsoon. That is the reason why we have 6,100 coastline length as well as 7,516 including Andaman Nicobar and Lakshadweep. So when you compare with land frontier, it is 15,200 kilometers having boundary with all the 7 countries. So we find that is 15,200 kilometers front line, 7,516 kilometers we find the coastline. This is what we find the size of India. So when you see the size of India, it is 7th largest country comparing with Russia, Canada, China, USA, Brazil and Australia. These are all the bigger countries comparing with India. So it shows that is size of India. So we will come to know now size of India, location of India. That's all. Thank you.